I cannot emphasize how important that is. Rule number one, do what's right. If you have any doubt, get out the Bible. Rule number two, do everything to the very best of your ability with the time allotted. I want to tell you, whether it be shining your shoes, whether it be academics, whether it be military, whatever you do, you must do it to the best of your ability. The thing I loved about the military, I got to take off my sweater. The thing I loved about the military, many things I did in coaching came from the military. The one thing you learn in the military, if you want to fail, you have the right to fail. You do not have the right to cause other people to fail because you don't fulfill your obligation to other people. You join the military, you join a team, you join a business, you join a spouse. You bring a child in the world, you have obligations and responsibilities to those other people. The most important thing about a leader is holding people to a standard. I happened to coach for Woody Hayes at Ohio State. We won the national championship when I was here. Well, many people do not know Woody Hayes was a commander of a ship in the Navy in World War II. And he ran a football team like he did the ship. But the one thing he explained to me, your obligation, leader, is not to be well-liked, not to be popular. Your obligation is to make them the very best they can be. And the only way that can happen is for you to believe in them, have standards, and not compromise them. Is what he said as a leader, if you want a friend, buy a damn dog. You ain't going to be from the players. Doesn't mean you're nasty to them, you're mean, no. But you have standards. And you cannot lower the standards because if you lower it for one person, you're jeopardizing the whole organization. You have standards, you have obligations, and I'm going to see that you fulfill those obligations. And the only standard I ever had was be the best you can be. Not everybody can be All-American. Not everybody can be All-Conference. Not everybody can be first team. But everybody can be the best they can be. That's the only standard you have. And I'm going to tell you, if you have to be the very best you could possibly be, understand that you've got to get rid of all the excuses why you can't. People are going to tell you why you can't do something. That's nonsense. Look for a reason why you can do rather than when you can't. I went to the University of Arkansas. And all we had to do was beat SMU in our last game. We'd be invited to the Orange Bowl to play Oklahoma. Now, Arkansas had never been to the Orange Bowl. And the last time they played Oklahoma was in the 20s. And Oklahoma beat them 108-0. We're at 42-14, the fourth quarter. Fans are throwing oranges on the field. Everybody's excited. People said, the media said, what'd you think when the fans were throwing oranges on the field? I said, thank God we weren't going to the Gator Bowl. You know, it's exciting. But then I had to suspend 3 athletes that had scored 78% of our touchdowns. They would not play in the game. Now, people say that's a disciplinary. No, it's not. I never disciplined anybody in my life. I wear shirts and my heart doesn't fall out. But all I do is enforce other people's decisions. See, life, as I said, is a matter of choices. You choose to do this. You choose to abuse women. You're choosing not to represent us on a football field. That's all. They abused 2 women. You aren't going to play. Oh, please let me play. Because you didn't honor your word. Don't ask me to break mine. Oh, the media got all over because I would explain why they would not play. I just said they violated the do right rule. That was all. Well, they took me to court to get an injunction to play. The Attorney General for Arkansas represented me, a guy named Bill Clinton. Later went on to become President Clinton, a good friend of mine. We won the case. The judge ruled they will not be allowed to play. We won the case, but I lost a football team. We became the largest underdog there's ever been in a major bowl. We became a 24-point underdog when they took it off the board because everybody was betting on Oklahoma. And I had a team that was really defeated. You know, when they walk into a team meeting, their head was down, they wouldn't look, they wouldn't talk. Practice, they went through the motions. I mean, we were a pretty sight. When the media watched us practice, they predicted this would be a rut. But about 4 days before the game, I had a team meeting. I said to them, I know why we can't win. I know why we can't win, because every day I pick up the paper. I read about the great players from Oklahoma going to play. And in that same paper, I read about the great players from Arkansas that are not going to play. But I've never read one positive comment about anybody in this room, so I know why we can't win. What I want you to tell me why we can. For a while, nobody said anything. Finally, Charles Clay stood up. He said, Coach, we have the #1 defense in the country, which we did. Monty Kiff was my defense coordinator. Pete Carroll, the coach of Seattle, was the backfield coach. He said, we have the #1 defense in the country. He said, so we aren't going to get beat near as bad as everybody thinks. Well, you know, wasn't what I wanted, but it was a step in the right direction. Then they pointed out we had a great competitor quarterback. We had a great offensive line. We had a great punter. We had a great place kicker. I wanted them to say they had a great coach. It never came up. But when they left the room, it was a different team. Why? We focused on why we could do something, instead of listening to everybody tell us why we couldn't. 4 days later, Arkansas beat Oklahoma 31-6. The game wasn't as close as the score would indicate. Not because of coaching. It's a group of people with a commitment to actually start looking at why we can do something rather than where we can. And all I say is discipline is enforcing people's decisions. We recruited a young man by the name of Jerome